Hi children, welcome to online class 7th. In today's class, we'll deal about the question answers that come across in this lesson of food components. Are you ready? Let's start. Open your textbooks all of you and see the first question over there. Make a list of food items eaten during lunch by you. Try to mention the components in each food item. The first question. Okay, so answer for the first question is they asked the food items that are taken during the lunch by you, isn't it? So you have to write the food items. And next, components present in each item you have to mention. Components present in each food item. Okay, so that's how you have to write the answer. The first one, for example, if you have taken, so mostly in our south, we prefer to take rice as a major cereal, isn't it? So the food item is rice in the lunch that is included by you. So it is a cereal. So it contains, what is the component that rice contains? Carbohydrate, isn't it? So you have to write carbohydrates. You have already proved if the rice when it is added, so the test for carbohydrates, through the test for carbohydrates you have proven that if you take the rice flour and make it a paste of it and add dilute iodine solution to it, to which color does it turn into? In our observation we have seen that it turns to dark blue or black. So it confirms the presence of carbohydrates. So the components present in rice is carbohydrate. Next, second one, pulse. Rice and pulses or eggs are being preferred to eat in the lunch by you. So if any dal, you can dal with greens, anything you can add with the vegetables, isn't it? Dal with greens is green leafy vegetables. So dal contains proteins. They are bodybuilding foods, as you know well, proteins, and greens are green leafy vegetables. So they contain, what do the green leafy vegetables contain? Vitamins and minerals. So you have to write like this. So like this, you have to mention the components present in each food item that you eat in the lunch by you. If you prefer to eat egg in place of dal with greens, you can write egg contains protein. It is a complete protein, isn't it? So you can write protein over there. And in the similar manner, if you take the rasam or any curry, vegetable curry if you include, vegetable curry or any other curries or any egg curry or egg on tomato, if you add a vegetable curry, then you have to write vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals. If you write egg on tomato, then egg contains proteins. Along with proteins, you have to write vitamins and minerals. Like that, you have to write down. Next, any rasam you may include in your diet. So rasam contains through which items the rasam is being prepared. You know it, like tamarind pulp, isn't it? So and all the other spices are being added to it to add its flavor. So it contains the tomatoes and all. So vitamins and minerals it adds to our diet. So contains vitamins and minerals. If the dal is being added to the rasam, then you can add protein content also to it. Like that you can add it. In the next curd or any other fruit, curd contains proteins, isn't it? Milk item, isn't it? So it also contains calcium mineral in it mostly. So you can write the curd contains proteins and calcium. So like this, you have to write the components present in the food item that you have been taken in the lunch by you. Any item you can write of your choice that you have taken in the lunch during the particular day. Okay, so like that you have to answer the very first question of your textbook. Hope you have understood the answer, how to write the first question. Answer for the first question, children. Note it down. Now, the second question, children. Manjula eats bread and omelette daily. Is it a balanced diet? Bread and omelette. The question that here is given is bread and omelette contains, bread contains carbohydrates and omelette, it is made of egg, isn't it? So it contains proteins. And omelette, a little fat is added to it. So is it in the preparation of omelette? You have only carbohydrates, proteins and fats in this diet. But there are no vitamins and minerals. So if proper vitamins and minerals are also added along with it, so if vegetables are added to the omelette or so then it will be a balanced diet. Here Manjula's diet is not a balanced one because minerals and vitamins are not being added or included in the diet. So it is not a balanced one. Okay children. Next question is, make a list of food items that contain all components of food. All components of food, that is a food that contains carbohydrates, that is cereals, proteins, that is a pulse, a little fat, jaggery. Jaggery, I told you earlier, to make a diet a balanced one, it requires carbohydrates, proteins, fats and green leafy vegetables. If it is included in your diet along with any fruit and vegetable, it forms a balanced one. Okay, so here the question is asked is, make a list of food items that contains all components of food. So food items they asked. So you can mention the items that include all the components of food like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. So if you take a khichdi, khichdi contains the carbohydrates and a dal or little amount of dal, it's added as a green gram and the vegetables are added to it to add the flavor, condiments and also being added to get the taste and flavor to the content. So this is a vegetable item which contains all the components of food. And if you take the vegetable rice or vegetable palav, it also contains all the components of food like carbohydrates, proteins, that is if you add the nuts to it, it adds to the protein content to it. And so in the making the item with all the food components like carbohydrates, cereals, if you include the cereals, dal and with green leafy vegetables in it, then it with a little amount of fat to it, not with more amount, then it makes a balanced diet. So like that you can mention the list of food items that contains all the components of food. Next, who am I? Next question, very easy one. I am a component of food that makes a paper translucent. What is a component? I am a component of food that makes a paper translucent. Fats, isn't it? Makes paper translucent. So here, who am I? Here it is fat. You know it, in the test for fats, you have taken a piece of paper and rubbed it against the fat product that is kept in it and seen across, so along the source of sunlight or a source of any light. Then you can see that the paper has turned translucent, which is a result, that is which confirms that the food item contains fats if the paper turns translucent. Okay children, so that is the nature of fats, to turn the paper into translucent. Okay, so that is, we can confirm that fat is a component of food that makes paper translucent. Next question here is, see here, put a drop of meat on a cut potato, it turns dark blue or black. So a potato is taken, it is being cut into two halves. Okay children, so one half is, this is one half of the potato. So if you add a drop of dilute iodine solution, take it and with a dropper, if you add onto the cut potato, it turns to dark blue or black. Dark blue or black. So it confirms the presence of carbohydrates. So it confirms the presence of carbohydrates. So starch is present in the potato. This is a cut potato. Okay children? So a cut potato, on a cut potato if you add dilute iodine solution, few drops of dilute iodine solution, then if it turns to dark blue or black, then it confirms the presence of carbohydrates are starch-late. Is it clear children? Next, once again this is the repetition part of your lesson also. Next question over here is, explain what will happen if you don't include roughage in our food. Roughages. What are roughages children? They are a kind of carbohydrates. They are fibers. They are a kind of carbohydrates. They are also called as fibers. If roughages are not included in our food, it leads to constipation. What happens children? Next question. For the question number 5. Fifth answer. Importance of roughages. Importance of roughages. If roughages are not included in our diet, it leads to constipation. Leads to constipation. Okay, if they are not included, in our diet, then it leads to constipation. Okay, and next, roughages are also a kind of carbohydrates which do not digest but help the food to digest. Roughages, they do not digest but they help the food to digest. Do not digest but help the food to digest. That is, they are helpful for digestion. They are helpful for digestion. Next, so roughages also they prevent constipation. They are helpful for digestion. They are helpful for the free bowel movement and prevent the constipation. They help in free bowel movement. They help in free bowel movement and prevent constipation. Okay children, so this is the answer for your fifth question. Importance of roughages in your diet. Roughages are very important in our diet. If they are not included in our diet, they lead to constipation. So it leads to constipation. They are a kind of carbohydrates which do not digest but help the food to digest. So they help in free bowel movement and prevent constipation. Okay children. So the next question asked over here next is, see the text. The test the given food items and record the type of component that are present in them, like groundnuts, cooked dal and pulusu. This already I have given you in your homework. Hope you have written it. Groundnuts contain proteins and also they contain fat in them. Okay children. So test for proteins. What are the chemicals that are required for the test for proteins in question number 6? Question number 6. Groundnuts, pulusu and what is asked over there? Cooked dal, isn't it? Sixth answer, you are going to write the food item that is given and the components present in it. Same components. Okay, so what is the food item given here? Groundnuts. First one. So what is the component present in groundnuts? Proteins. If you powder the groundnut and add copper sulfate solution, 2% copper sulfate solution and 10% sodium hydroxide solution, it turns to violet or purple. So it confirms the presence of proteins in it. And it also contains fats. If you rub the groundnuts against the paper, over the paper and crush the paper or crush it and remove the groundnuts from it and see against the source of light, you can see that the paper turned translucent, which confirms the presence of fats in the groundnuts. Next, second one, cooked dal. Cooked dal also contains proteins in it. Clear, children? Next, third one is pulusu. Pulusu is prepared with the tamarind pulp and also some of the vegetables, isn't it? So, you know that vegetables contain vitamins and minerals in them. So, along with tamarind pulp, they contain vitamins and minerals. So, you can write as vitamins and minerals for pulusu, the components present in it. So, like this you can write the answer for this. Next question is, if you are invited to a party with many food items in the menu like, so what is in the question number 8th mark. In question number 7 is, draw the favorite food item is being given for you. You can draw your own favorite food item and why do you like it also. You have to mention in it. Okay. So that is about the question number 7. And next question number 8. In question number 8 they have asked, so in a menu they have given rice, roti, puri, idli. See here. In a menu they have listed out rice, roti, come on write down, puri, idli, dosa, samosa, idli, dosa, samosa, vegetable salad, dal, green salad, dal, green salad. Next, vegetable salad. So you know these names you often, vegetable curry is given over there. Vegetable curry, often you come across these daily in your daily diet. Fruit chaat. What is a fruit chaat, children? Fruit chaat contains a mixture of fruits. All the fruit type, different varieties of fruits are cut and they are added with honey for taste, sugar and honey sometimes. Okay, so they also can be cut into different shapes and being supplied to you. Next, chicken curry, eggs, gulab jamun also are there here in the menu. Chicken curry, eggs and gulab jamun. So here they have asked, what food items would come onto your plate to make your diet a balanced one? So to make a diet a balanced one, you include a carbohydrate, that is rice or roti. Rice or roti you will be including. Next, for that you add dal or eggs, any one item. Dal or eggs. Next, a little vegetable curry you will be adding to get vitamins and minerals. Okay, and a fruit chaat to get the fiber content, more fiber and water content for you to make your diet a balanced one. Often you can add the green salad also instead of vegetable curry. You can add green salad also to make it a balanced one. Like this you can prepare a balanced diet chart, or you can also add rice or roti with any dal or with any vegetable curry, or green salad you can add, and you can take, if you do not want to add vegetable curry, you can take a chicken curry also, and in fact the fat content is more, so you have to add green salads over there. Okay, so fiber content should be more when you add chicken curry to your diet to make your diet a balanced one. Okay children, in that manner you have to add you have to take the menu contains all these items. If you want to make your diet a balanced one, you have to plan yourself of taking whatever the food item should contain all the components like carbohydrates, proteins, a little fat, vitamins, minerals, and also water and the fiber also should be included in your diet. The food items which contains the water should also be included in your diet to make your diet a balanced one. Next question. What food items would you take plenty and adequately? They have asked. So you in order to make your diet a balanced one, you know that you have to take all these food items. So in general, you have to take plenty of water, that is the water that is required to your body is also you know it. But you have to include plenty of fruits and vegetables. I told you in your class that plenty of fruits and vegetables should be included in your diet. And adequately, what your the food items included, food items taken in plenty are fruits and vegetables. Inadequately, the food items that are taken adequately are cereals and pulses. What are they? Cereals like rice items, all rice, wheat, barley, maize, all these items. From all these items you have to select any one or two and add in your daily diet. Cereals and pulses also. You know the different types of pulses like red gram, green gram, black gram, Bengal gram, isn't it? Soya beans, all the bean varieties, peas, etc. to be included in your diet regularly in adequate manner. So if you take this in adequate manner, your diet will be a balanced one. So that is the question here asked over for you. How next question, the 9th one from your text is, how is water useful to our body? Already I have explained you this answer to you. Once again I repeat, how is water useful to our body? Uses of water to our body. 9th question. Answer. Uses of water to our body. Very, very important question, children. Note it down. Okay? Come on. See, children, here. Water is essential component needed by our body. We should drink sufficient water needed for our body. Water is food. It helps the food to move easily through the food pipe, and water helps in digestion and regulates the bowel movement. Water regulates the body temperature. It carries the urine and through the feces, and it also out of our body carries the waste in the form of the urine out of our body and transport the nutrients to the cells. So the 6th point is to note down, children, uses of water for our body. Water carries waste through urine. Water carries waste through urine and transports nutrients to the cells. Water transports nutrients to the cells. Okay, children, very important question. Hope you have understood this. Write neatly in your notes. Importance of water to our body. Need of water to our body. Water is essential component needed by our body. We should drink sufficient water needed for our body. Water is food. It helps in the free bowel movement. Water helps in digestion and regulates the bowel movement, and it regulates the body temperature also. So it carries the waste through the urine and transports the nutrients to the cells. Hope you have understood, children. Continue the answers, and next the blanks from your text. See the textbooks, children, all of you, page number 8. If our food is not balanced with the proper nutrients, we may become unhealthy or we may fall sick or ill. Anything you can write, you may fall ill. Fibers in our diet prevent dash. What is the answer, children? Fibers in our diet prevent constipation. As you know well that fibers are a kind of carbohydrates. They do not digest but helps the food to digest, so they prevent constipation. Our daily diet should include plenty of fruits and vegetables along with water. Next, oils and fats give us energy. Fibers. See the match the following, children. Fibers are bulk forming foods. Why are the fibers called as bulk forming? As you know well, fibers are called as roughages. They do not digest but help the food to digest. They form the bulk in our diet. Next, proteins are bodybuilding foods. You know that protein rich foods are necessary for the growth and development and repair of our body. In growing children, in pregnant women, or the people who are recovering from the illness, they recover more and more. They contain they require more proteins to recover soon. Okay, so from the illness they need more to recover from their illness. The people who are suffering from different kinds of illness require more protein foods. Okay children, next, vitamins and minerals are micronutrients. Vitamins are organic substances. They are made by the plants and animals, you know well. They are essential nutrients required in small quantities for normal functioning of our body. So the foods rich in vitamins are called as protective foods. Hence they are called as protective foods. Next, minerals are inorganic components which are absorbed by the soil and water from the soil and water by the plants. They are absorbed from the soil. Minerals are absorbed from the soil by the plants. They are nutrients required by our body for its proper functioning and normal growth and good health. So they do not supply energy to our body, but they are very much essential to our body to maintain our health in a proper manner. Carbohydrates are energy rich foods. Next one. Carbohydrates are main source of energy for our body, as you know well. They are known as energy giving foods, as sugars and starch are the two types of carbohydrates that are required for our body. Simple carbohydrates are sugars and starch are complex carbohydrates. When we eat plant products, they contain sugar and starch. These are converted into simplest units, glucose, by the action of some enzymes. So children, this completes your lesson of food components. In the next lesson, that is in the next class, I'll take up the next lesson, that is animal fiber. So in the next class, you complete a balanced diet chart. Okay, so you also write a preparation of khichdi also. And one of the question I'll give you children, you can note down now.